When you're free motion quilting, do you feel like your fabric is sticking to the bed of your machine, meaning your stitches are jerky and all over the place? Well, come along with me and I'll give you 5 easy ways to solve that problem. And if you'll stay to the end, I'll give you a link to a video that will help you if you're working on a really big quilt. Hey guys, welcome back to Frances Quilts. Well, as you've noticed, I've been gone for a few weeks doing some traveling with my husband. We had a marvelous time in Africa and now it is time to be back in the studio and I'm so excited about that. Today we're going to continue our series of frequently asked questions for free motion quilting. The question for today is this: help! My fabric seems to be sticking to the bed of my machine. My stitches are all jerky and I can't move the fabric and I really don't know what to do. Well, don't panic. Today I'm going to give you 5 methods that you can use to make that fabric slide like everything. Number 1, think about what kind of fabric you're using on the background. If you're using just a regular cotton fabric, you shouldn't have any problems. But if you are using a batik fabric like this, you may have issues because this fabric is heavier, it has a little more nap to it, and it's going to stick to the bed of your machine a lot more. So think about what fabric you're using first. Number 2, you may want to try using a product called a Supreme slider. It's very slippery on the front and the back surface is made of a substance that grips the bed of your machine. It's very easy to use. You just put it in place under the needle of your machine, making sure that that hole is lined up with the needle of your machine. Smooth it down and your fabric will just slide over it wonderfully. Now, if you're feeling like it is not sticking as well to the machine as you want, you probably have gotten stuff on this back. If this back gets little threads and dust and stuff like that, it's not going to grip onto the machine bed. If that happens, it's easy to fix. Just put it under some water, wash that back off really well, and then let it dry. Number 3, you might want to try a silicone spray similar to this. Now, the first time I used this, I just sprayed it directly onto my bed of my machine, and I really hated that because I felt like it went everywhere. I felt like I was cleaning up silicone spray everywhere in my studio. So I learned my lesson, and this time I just sprayed it onto a rag and then used that rag on the base of my machine. It really does help. Number 4. You can also use turtle car wax on the bed of your machine. I know that sounds weird, but I promise you it works. Just be sure and read the directions. Using a damp rag, take the car wax and just spread it over the bed of your machine. Now, I always use too much, and so I have troubles when I'm getting ready to take it off. So make sure you read the instructions and use a light coating rather than getting real heavy with it. Once it is dried, you can take another rag and wipe it all off and buff it up until it just shines beautifully, but that also means that it's slick and that fabric will just slide over it. Now, the only problem with this one is it does leave some bits and pieces there, some kind of gunk on the table. So make sure you get everything cleaned off before you move your quilt there. Number 5, if you want something that is not chemical or you don't have to buy, try making a pounce using cornstarch. This is very easy to do. I took 6 pieces of cheesecloth, poured a little bit of cornstarch on it, added a few cotton balls on top, and then bundled it all together with a rubber band. Now, you don't actually have to pounce this. You just rub the pounce over the top of your machine and around all of the different areas. It's a short-term solution because it rubs off quickly, but if you don't want to have to use chemicals and you don't want to buy anything, it's certainly a good way to go. Remember, with all of these suggestions, you need to stay away from the hole of your machine, from where the works of your machine are. You don't want to get anything in that area. Now, what if you're working on a really big quilt? I have a whole bunch of suggestions for you and I've already put them into this video. Be sure and check it out. Well guys, I hope you learned something new today. I hope you learned some things that will help those fabrics just slide along beautifully, making your stitches more even and making it easier for you to just do the free motion quilting that you want to do. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, I look forward to seeing you next time on Frances Quilts. Remember, if you like what you've seen, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please check out my website and daily blog at francesquilts.com, and I can be found on Facebook and Instagram at Frances Quilts. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.